Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Kill.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike. Strike first here on their opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Jim. SOS. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Murray got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. TJ Logan, 32 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Sanders. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go, here we go. 120!
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Bang, bang.
Hey, empty, empty. Hey, kill, hey, force, don't kill. Hey, shoot.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On play action, Wentz. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 10. And an Eagle first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, great.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Murray now to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here's Jackson. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Check out the flag.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. His throw incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defenders saw it and were able to knock it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, it's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Now Murray. Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there, as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. First down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no? I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game. Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down. Murray now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. Murray now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 2nd down. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 21. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth the flag. With that mistake, they only need 1 yard. And that could make all the difference, right? When you're talking about goal line play where inches count, move it up 1 entire yard, that can make all the difference for the guys trying to get the points. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. Shotgun now from Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings. And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side. But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive? Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down,
Shorty.
Wentz now on first down. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz again. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First down, Philadelphia.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Sunday.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Big gap. Shoot!
And to give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Waiting.
Mike, 58, right there. Take me up. Here we go. Check 99. Check 99.
Sunday.
58, come on.
80 weapons.
They fake the give. Now Wentz escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Completes it to Aguilar. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, if you do read man covers, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Room here to run. 20. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. And that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mike Daniels, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
don't they? They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Now the Wolf. March 47. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
the gun. Here's Murray. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Aguilar has it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run on first down. Johnson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
I'm on. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, Murray flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Logan. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Eagles take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
The 43-yard line.
Wentz going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Here's Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Cardinals. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Go to base. Rotate. Catch it.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves,